Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Counting on alum Jana Duggar recently gave her fans a tour of her fixer-upper with Stephen Wisman. There are still tons of things to work on in the newlyweds' Nebraska home. It even came to a point where Jim Bob had to come over to help. However, some Redditors speculate that Jana's inevitable departure may cause a rift in the family. Keep reading to see why. Counting on. Jana Duggar lays plans for fixer-upper. Jana recently took to YouTube to share a quick tour of her fixer-upper with Stephen. The couple's house boasts a garage and 5 bedrooms. Moments later, Jana shared the 3D layout of the renovations. She plans to move some of her doors and even combines several rooms to make up more space. During the vlog, the Counting on alum shared a glimpse of the room she and some of her sisters used to sleep in whenever they visited Stephen in Nebraska. Jana ended the vlog by saying that she's going to document the final results, adding that Stephen is already looking forward to repainting the entire house. Jana's departure causing a rift in family? Some Redditors discuss the possibility of a negative aftermath in the family once Jana Duggar moves to Nebraska. According to the poster, is a popular belief about how a family destabilizes when the eldest daughter finally stops with her second-hand mother duties. Jana has yet to share her whereabouts today, but there are speculations that the Counting on alum is already living with her husband in Nebraska. This just hit me like a ton of bricks because holies ***, did my family fall apart not even a year once I moved out? I just never connected the dots before. Great, just what I needed. More fodder for therapy discussions. Are you saying that without Jana, the TTH will fall apart? No lies detected. Hanny will have some work to do now. Maybe if she did her job as mother properly, the eldest daughter rejecting her duties wouldn't destabilize the house. I say that as a SHD whose parents do their job properly. The parents should be doing the parenting, not the oldest children. Counting on. Jana Duggar shares wedding dress shopping day. Jana also took to YouTube to share a new vlog featuring her wedding dress shopping day with her family. The Counting on alum tried multiple dresses. One of them was even more revealing than what she originally chose, and fans wondered how her parents would react as she ended up picking it. Her mother Michelle was nowhere to be seen in the vlog, which is an unusual sight to see, especially when it comes to such activities. But it seems she's back at the big house to look after her younger children, which may be a new normal for her as Jana moves with her husband. The Duggar family, known for their reality TV show Counting On and 19 Kids and Counting, has been a fixture in pop culture for years, with their lives under public scrutiny. Each family member has contributed to the show's complex narrative, yet few have captured as much attention as Jana Duggar. Known as the eldest daughter, Jana has often been seen as the cornerstone of the Duggar household. Her potential departure from the family's influence and lifestyle has caused quite a stir, not just among fans, but within the family itself. The silent sister. Jana Duggar has long been considered the silent sister in the Duggar family, maintaining a more subdued presence compared to some of her siblings, while others, like Jessa, Ginger, and Jill, have pursued marriage, children, and relocation. Jana has remained at the family home in Arkansas, helping manage the household and care for her younger siblings. Her decision to stay single and remain with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has often been viewed as a form of compliance with the family's strict values centered around faith, traditional roles, and obedience. But for Jana, remaining at home has likely been more complex than a simple choice or expectation. As the eldest daughter, she has shouldered responsibilities that go beyond what most people her age experience. Yet despite her steadfast presence, recent events have led to speculations that Jana may be preparing to leave the family home and strike out on her own. If true, this would represent a seismic shift, not only for Jana, but also for the entire Duggar family dynamic. Speculation about departure. Rumors about Jana's departure began circulating after her siblings started speaking out against the family's patriarchal structure. Jill Duggar Dillard and her husband, Derek Dillard, have publicly distanced themselves from the family, sharing stories about their strained relationship with Jim Bob. Jana Duggar, who moved to California with her husband Jeremy, has also hinted at the emotional and spiritual challenges of growing up in the Duggar household. With Jana still at home, many have wondered if she, too, has considered leaving. Adding to the speculation, Jana has been seen traveling more frequently and engaging in activities outside the family home. Fans have noticed her interest in interior design, home renovations, and gardening, sparking curiosity about whether she is building skills and a network for an independent career. Her social media presence, while still reserved, reflects a subtle but noticeable change, indicating a desire for a life that is distinct from the Duggar brand. The impact on the Duggar family. If Jana were to leave, the impact on the Duggar family could be profound. Her departure would symbolize a break from the rigid family expectations that have defined the Duggars for years. Jana's role as a caregiver and a second mother figure to her younger siblings has been integral to the family's operation. Without her, it's unclear how the household would function. Her absence would also underscore the growing rift among the siblings, between those who remain loyal to the family's traditional values and those who seek to chart their own paths. More importantly, Jana's departure could deepen the division between Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar and their adult children. With Jill and Ginger already distancing themselves, Jana's move could signal a broader shift in the family dynamics. It might encourage other siblings, particularly the younger ones, to question the family's control over their lives and pursue greater autonomy. For Jim Bob, who has long been seen as the family's authority figure, Jana's departure could be interpreted as a challenge to his leadership and the values he espouses. A new path for Jana's journey toward independence, if it happens, would not be without challenges. As someone who has spent her entire life under the public eye and within the confines of her family's strict beliefs, the transition to independence could be daunting. Yet it could also be liberating. For the first time, Jana might be able to make decisions without having to conform to her parents' expectations or the scrutiny of a massive fan base. There is also the question of how Jana's potential departure would be portrayed by the media. Given the Duggar family's prominence, any move she makes will likely be dissected and analyzed. It could even become a narrative thread for future reality TV content, either through the lens of the Duggars themselves or through external media projects. Regardless, Jana's story has the potential to resonate with many viewers, particularly those who have struggled to find their own voice within strong familial or cultural structures. What it means for the Duggar brand. The Duggar brand has already been significantly altered by controversies, most notably the revelations about Josh Duggar's criminal behavior. The family's image of a wholesome, faith-centered unit has been fractured, and the departure of key members like Jill and Ginger has only added to that complexity. Jana leaving would not just be a personal choice, but a symbolic moment for the family's brand and influence. It could lead to a further unraveling of the narrative that Jim Bob and Michelle have worked so hard to maintain. A brand once associated with unity and obedience would now be marked by division and individualism. This change could shift the public's perception of the Duggars, portraying them less as a cohesive family unit and more as individuals seeking to reconcile personal beliefs with familial expectations. Conclusion. The importance of Jana's story. Jana Duggar's potential departure represents more than just one person's decision to leave home. It encapsulates the broader tension between individuality and family loyalty, a theme that has defined the Duggars' public narrative for years. Her choice could influence not only her own future, but the trajectory of her siblings and the family's overall legacy. It's a story of courage, personal growth, and the quest for identity, one that resonates far beyond the walls of the Duggar family home. If you were looking for more Duggar family news, come back to TV Shows Ace for all your updates.